So yesterday I talked about darkness. I talked about how it makes us feel to have that empty spot in our soul, that empty spot in our heart, that empty spot in our feelings that we can never seem to feel. So we become gluttonous in whatever it is that gives us a temporary pass from feeling that emptiness and that bottomless well. Sometimes living life in that adverse state can make us feel very counterproductive in the long run. I once went through a situation to where my life felt like an endless loop. Continuous. Every day was get up, go to work. Get up, go to work. Make sure you don't forget this, and get up and go to work. I needed to take more time. I couldn't make extra hours in the day. I couldn't make extra time in the day. But I definitely could take the time that I needed. I don't know whether it was getting up early or doing something different on my time off. Not just recovering. Because recovering, all you're doing is preparing for the next continuous act. So I started to think. Started to work a different part-time job, and one that benefited other people. I think at the time it was doing firewood. We'd go out in the woods, and the nature time was, although it was strenuous work, it would give me a good separation from my current position and allow me to build. And I'd go drop off this firewood. It was a whole truckload. I'd go drop it off, stack it and everything with, another partner. And it'd be this little old lady who used this firewood to keep herself warm throughout the winter. And I knew I was actually helping someone. I was only making $8 an hour. The extra money helped, but it wasn't really about the money. I mean, it was. I needed it, but the ability to help someone that we know that wouldn't have been able to do it herself. That's the first time I've probably been introduced into a service position. It made me feel better about going back into work. Although I had less free time, it still felt better. Once I started to feel better, I started to do better. I started to think better. Put myself in a position to where I needed to do something and make this happen. Not just a part-time, but why can't this be my life? Why can't I make this part of my life to where I can change something? I may not change the world, but I can definitely change myself. So I started a pursuit in school, education, taking online courses while I'm at work. I don't recommend it, but it worked for me. I started pursuing internships in places that I wanted to end up, even if I had to work for free. See, money wasn't necessarily everything, and you can make money when you're happy. So that's kind of my story. I crawled out of that pit. I crawled out of that negative feeling, and I took my time to just do something better. And I promised you that once I did that, it became a habit. It became habit forming, and it just became me over time. I absolutely wish you the best. And if you're in that dark spot, if you're in that dark place in life, it's temporary. Have a great day.